So remember that book five, the book before this one, ended with a discussion of what is philosophy, which is kind of an important question if you're trying to discern who is a philosopher, right? And so philosophia, the love of wisdom or the love, it turns out, of truth, turns out at the very end of book five, it turns out that we must call philosophers, rather than lovers of opinion, those who delight in each thing that is itself. Remember that we have in Plato, running always through the dialogues, this distinction between that which is and that which is the same always and unchanging, the realm of the forms, right? And that which is always becoming and changing and decaying and passing away. And this corresponds in the Greek to two kinds of knowledge, or two kinds of, let's say, cognitive operation or human perceptive activity, whatever fancy philosophical term you want to apply to it. In Greek, we say doxa, which is what usually gets translated as opinion. It's not quite right. We say opinion like that's just your opinion, man. But it's your whole impression of the world, how the world seems to you, and that might have elements of truth in it, or it might not. You might have a sense from your experience that like there's such a thing as a table, without knowing that there's like a Platonic form of the table, and yet it is true that there are tables, right? And so doxa is your sensory mediated experience of the world and the conclusions that you draw from it, rightly or wrongly. I mean, if you're having a fever dream and you're hallucinating, then your doxa is totally false. But you can have good doxa and bad doxa. But in order to truly be a philosopher, right, you have to move out of this shifting and changing world and abstract from it the pure truths which are knowable in themselves, right? And that's how you get to philosophia or episteme, right? Scientific knowledge. And this is where we get our word epistemic, right? This is a kind of knowledge that is in the abstract, that is direct, that grasps the nettle of the thing in itself, the essence of the true, the good, and the beautiful, rather than true things, beautiful things, and good things that we might see in front of us. And the ladder that they climb in the symposium is sort of related to this as well. So that's what a philosopher is.